What is up, guys? Welcome back to Dan's Reviews, and today I'm back for another Walking Dead video for today. Today is going to be doing my Saturday Spotlight video for you guys, my weekly Saturday Spotlight for you guys for today. This one is going to be for Beth Green. So this is one that some people actually did want to see. There were quite a few people that actually wanted to see this, but the original person that suggested this one was Epic Zombie Killer. So go ahead and check out his channel. He does make Walking Dead videos, and of course, pretty awesome time to be a fan of Walking Dead because it is returning in literally almost just a week now. Like, literally 8 days, and then Walking Dead will be on TV again. So, cannot wait for that. So excited to see the return of The Walking Dead. But, wanted to do a character spotlight on Beth. Now, she has not been in the series since... for a while. She has not been in the series since Season 5, and, we're in Season 9 now, so that's 4 years without her character in the show. Now, I'm gonna have to be honest, I don't think she is the best character in the series. I do think she has a lot of storylines in this show that are the worst, and it's evolving around her. Now, I don't hate her character, I don't think she's a terrible character, but I do think that she is a character that, after a little while of seeing her, she does get a lot better throughout the show. And that's the thing. I did like her character near the end, but I didn't really like Beth in season 2 to 4. I found her to be annoying. I found her character to be kind of... just annoying to watch. Some of the stuff that she does, it's kind of, I don't know, her character's not the best, is what I'll say. But I did like her in Season 5. I started to really like her character around that time, and really that's all it comes down to. Now, I will say for the sake of this video, I do think that Beth is probably one of the only females that actually got a big storyline, because she had a lot of big storylines. The hospital storyline, the whole thing evolved around her pretty much. And that's big because we haven't seen a lot of, female characters where an entire storyline evolves around that character, We've seen the storyline with Negan and the Saviors, the storyline with the Whisperers kind of starting, the storyline with the Hunters, the storyline with the prison, the storyline with the farm. There hasn't been a storyline that evolves around a major character. And she's probably the only character that this, hospital storyline evolved around her. So, when we start with her in Season 2, she is a terrible character, I think. She wants to kill herself because of what happened to her mom. And she's kind of depressed and all that kind of stuff. So, she goes from that and she kind of realizes at the end that she does want to live, to, singing, to, killing walkers every once in a while. You kind of see that. And she's kind of a background character in Season 3. She doesn't do much aside from sing. So, there's not really much to go over there. But then in Season 4 is when I really started to enjoy her character. Is when you have the stuff with Daryl. So, when they leave the prison, her and Daryl kind of start to have a bit of a bond. At first, Daryl's annoyed with her, and they're both annoyed with each other. But I really do actually like Still, because it does show that it starts off with them absolutely hating the fact that it's just the two of them, to at the end realizing that they at least have each other, and Beth kind of sees through Daryl, and she kind of gets to him. Because of them spending so much time together. And it's not romantic. That's not what it is. I don't view it that way. I view it as they have a very great friendship after Still. And it's because of all the time they spent together, they finally start to develop some kind of bond, some kind of friendship at the end of Still. So then in Alone, when she gets captured and Daryl's running and he can't get to her, it actually does affect him. So that's why it really matters to him when Beth is killed. So we pick up with Beth in the hospital, and she basically is being treated like crap. She's being told what to do. She owes Dawn, so you owe us, and she runs into Noah. She tries to escape, and it almost works. But of course, Dawn and her officers just capture her. But Noah does get away, and Beth is happy because she at least helped him get out. But, she's being treated terribly. And then once she sees Carol being rolled in, she's like, okay, the survivors are probably back together now, and this is huge. So when she finds out that the survivors are back together and that they're going to try to get her and Carol back, she puts scissors in her cast, And I'm happy they showed that because of how much it, how much it affects the storyline after. So when she demands that, they give her Noah, Dawn, Beth she doesn't want Dawn to just be allowed to do whatever she wants. She doesn't feel like that's right. It's not okay, like she said. I like when she's like, well, we don't have a deal. And Rick's like, the deal is done, I like that. That was cool. So, Noah hands his gun over, and Beth still doesn't like it, and she hugs him. And when Dawn says, I knew you'd be back, then, you have Beth who goes up, and she's like, I get it now. And she kills her. So, she stabs her, right? And then she gets killed. And then Dawn gets killed by Daryl. So, and that's the end. That's the end of Beth. Beth, was so close to seeing her sister again, and unfortunately, Daryl had to carry her out. And Maggie's response to that was, that was terrible. That was really emotional. That was awful to see that, and it was big. It was a very big episode. But, Beth throughout the series, I do think she is a cool character. I do. I didn't like her at first. I kind of started to like her more as the show went on, but at the beginning, for sure, I didn't like her. And at the end of it, I thought she was a decent character. She was a decent character. However, I would never say that she's one of the best females in the show. Some people do think that even to this day. I don't. I still don't. I think Beth is honestly a character that, there's a lot of people that don't like Beth. There's a lot of people that don't like Beth. I am kind of semi there. I kind of like her at parts, but there's other parts in the show where I'm like, I don't know how I feel about her. I don't know how I don't know what to respond to just how to respond to some of the stuff that she does. But I do like what they did with her in the end, and she was okay at the end of the show, but, there are some factors that you have to also kind of consider here. Like the stuff in Season 2, and some of the stuff with, her in Season 4, too, with Daryl. Just some little parts here and there, it's like, this is okay, but nothing big. So, cool stuff, though. Do like her character, I guess, overall. But I really want to hear your comments. What do you think of her character? What character spotlight do you want to see next weekend on Saturday? And, I really think for this one, this is a character spotlight that I didn't expect. But, for people to want to see. But there are some people out there that do like Beth. And if you like Beth, hey, that's fine. But I just think she's an okay character, and that's really all there is to it. But I did like her a little bit more near the end. So, yeah. And her death was sad. So that's something as well. So, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow for my Season 8 recap. Peace out.